Alright guys, we are back for more of my 500 video special for Come and Party with Nick. We just played some Wii Sports for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Wii Party for the Nintendo Wii. So let's see how well we do here. Okay, so as for which mode that we're going to play here in this segment, Nick requested me to do spin-off. Alright, anyways, let's go to one player, and there's me, of course. Alright, anyways, we'll put the computers on advanced. Alright, taking on Holly, Takashi, and Emily today. Yeah, we know how this works. Alright, so all of us are going to start with $500. And we'll put the bank at $500 as well. Alright, let's get underway with round one. And we're starting with $500 for the bank. Alright, now it's Holly's turn. And she's going to spin a 4-player bank battle. So we're going to play for $1,000 here. And what are we going to play? Oh, moon landing. Alright, this is a pretty good first minigame to start with. Alright, let's do it. We got it! That was very easy. Alright, got myself $1,000. Alright, so that puts me up to $1,500. Time to add another $500 to the bank. And now we go to Takashi. And he spends $500 for the bank. Alright, moving on to Emily. And looks like she's going to get herself $300. Alright, round two. And I'm going to spend $500 for the bank. Alright, let's see how Holly gets this time. Looks like another $500 for the bank. And Takashi's going to spend double for the bank. So it goes up to $3,400 right now. Alright, back to Emily. And it's $500 for the bank. Alright, moving on to round three. Uh-oh. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Dang it. I lost $300 there. But at least it's early. So no need to worry all that much. Alright. $500 for the bank right there while Holly just spawned. Alright, let's move on to Takashi here. See what he spends. $300. And Emily spends double for the bank right there. And it goes up to $8,800. Alright, round four. 500 for the bank. Alright, what's gonna happen with Polly this time? She's losing $300. Takashi spins a 4-player bank battle here, playing for $9,600 this time. And what's our next mini game? Maze Days. Alright. I should do pretty good at this, but let's see what happens. I'm getting close to the goal. Let's go try to pay close attention here to where I'm going here on my inputs. Ah, darn it, Holly got it. It's getting a little bit complicated here in terms of my controls right here for where they were set to the moment I hit the second spinner. That minigame can be a little bit frustrating for me some of the time, but I still try my best. So Holly's going to get the $9,600 there. So that's going to put her in the lead right now with $9,800. There's still plenty of game left right here. Alright, another $500 to the bank. And let's see what Emily spends. $300. Alright, we're on round 5. And it's also time to change up the wheel a little bit. And from what I'm seeing, there's literally 3 spaces right next to each other where you could lose half your money. This is going to get pretty interesting. Alright. Well, we do get $300, but there's only $200 in the bank, so that's all we're going to get. And this time we're going to add $1,000 in there. That's $300 for Holly. And it's $300 for Takashi as well. And it looks like Emily also spends $300. Alright, round 6. Alright, we're gonna get $600 for the bank. And Holly's getting herself another $300. Well, Takashi spins triple for the bank. Alright, so right now it's up to $1,200. Alright, back over to Emily. And she gets herself $300 there. Alright, let's see what happens now in round 7. Okay, $600 for the bank. Oh, 1 versus 3 bank battle this time. I'm playing for $1,500 here. And we're going to play Lumber Wax. Alright, let's see what happens. Got it! That is how you do it. Alright, me, Takashi, and Emily get to split the $1,500 in the bank. So we're going to be getting 500 each. Alright, we're up to $1,900 right now. And we're going to add $1,000 into the bank. Alright, let's go back to Takashi. And he spends triple for the bank. Alright, what's Emily gonna spin here? Looks like another 1 versus 3 bag battle. This time it's for $3,000. Alright, our next minigame is gonna be Pose Robics. Alright, let's see if we can possibly do good on this one.
Start.
We didn't have to do anything right there in that first round. Oh boy, both my teammates got out, so it's all up to me. Alright, very good. Nice. Alright, gotta try to get through 3 more rounds. Ah, shoot, I just hit the wrong button right there where I was trying to react quickly enough. Oh well. So Emily gets the $3,000 there. And that puts her up to $5,200. Alright, adding another $1,000 to the bank as we go to round 8. And we're also going to go ahead and change up the wheel again. And now we got a slight change in the rules. The player in last place will choose the minigame for 4-player battles. It's still anybody's game. Alright, so we spin something nice right here. What's it going to be? Alright, $600 for the bank. Not too bad. Oh, Holly's gonna spin a 1 versus 1 minigame, so if Holly wins, she'll get half the opponent's money. Alright, she's challenging Emily. And since it's just computer players battling it out, we'll just go ahead and skip the minigame. And Emily wins, so those 2 players keep their money for how it is right now. Oh, now Takashi's gonna spin a 1 versus 1 minigame. And he's gonna choose to challenge Holly. Well, once again, to skip the minigame since it's just computer players battling it out. Holly wins it. So once again, the 2 players get to keep their money as it is. And we have another 1 versus 3 bag battle coming up, as this is for $1,600. Alright, we're playing hide and peek. Alright. Oh god, so many places to choose from. I'm going with the statue right here. We'll see if it could bring me some good luck. Okay, nobody was hiding inside that tube. Nobody was hiding near the slide. Oh, Emily just found Takashi over there. Alright, she's got 2 more chances. Oh, she found Holly near the airplane. I just gotta hope she doesn't find me. Oh, dang it! She found me right behind the statue. Son of a god. I can't believe she sniped it like that. So Emily gets $1,600 there. And now she's up to 6,800. We're gonna once again add $1,000 to the bank, and it's time for round 9. Oh, so close to triple for the bank, but we got $600 in there instead. Alright, well, Holly's gonna spin double for the bank. Alright, so right now it's up to $3,200 as we go back to Takashi. 800 for the bank. And Emily spends double for the bank. So now it goes up to $8,000. And we're on to round 10. Okay, I'll take $300. $800 for the bank. And Takashi just lost half of his money. Too bad. Alright, let's go to Emily. And she spends triple for the bank. Oh boy. Now it's going to go up to $27,900. And now we're in overtime. With round 10 complete, it looks like we're going into overtime. We'll play 10 more rounds until someone wins all the money in the bank. Also, the number minus segments on the wheel has increased. Oh boy, there's a lot riding on this right here. It's literally anybody's chance to win. Alright, looks like we are going to spin a 4-player bank bell. Alright, this is for $27,900. Whoever wins this minigame will win the game. Alright, Takashi gets to choose the minigame since he's in last place. Oh boy, Dicey Death Set. This is going to be a tough one right here. I'm literally feeling nervous. Let's see if we can get luck to be on our side here. Alright, I'm gonna start with red. Okay, that's a good start. Alright, let's switch to blue next. Oh, now we got shocked. That's not good. At least Emily's out. Oh boy. I don't know about this. I gotta pick red. Okay, well, at least they're safe. Alright, Holly and I tied for the win right there. So we're gonna split the money that is in the bank, which is not too bad. But even so, because Holly and I tied for the win, Holly's still gonna get that win overall of $24,350. The reason why it didn't matter right here on Holly and I tying on that last minigame is because she had more money compared to me before we went into it. But we at least got a second place right there, which is not that bad. Just wish we would have done better right there on some parts of the game. But it is what it is. So I'll let you all see the graph for yourselves right here. Alright, so So, anyways, that is going to do it for Wii Party for the Nintendo Wii as part of my 500 video special for Come and Party with Nick. But we still have 2 more games left to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.